Today I wanted to share my discovery of my disease and what led me to help people today. We had a trucking company, my husband and I, and we delivered pharmaceuticals, and we would eat for convenience. And when I ate at McDonald's, at the McGriddles, every day I had a McGriddle for 4 years. I went from 120 pounds to 150 pounds because everybody was gaining weight and I didn't see a problem with it. But then in 2008, when I became a cashier and a go-backs person, I would touch things and the nerve endings in my fingers would not, they felt like they were breaking apart. I couldn't touch anything. It hurt really bad. And then in the night, about 2-3 times a week, for 20 minutes at night, I would get leg cramps that would make me scream. It felt like my leg tendons were tearing apart, literally. I went to the doctor. I got Lyrica. It worked for 2 weeks, 60% of the pain. It only worked on 60% of the pain. Then I learned how to wean myself off of it, went back to the doctor, and I said, I need something else because this isn't working anymore. And she laughed in my face. She laughed. I paid her to laugh in my face? I don't think so. So that was the last time I went to the doctor. I went home, got really sick even more. I was in bed for 6 weeks. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. My husband had to do everything and work. I had a sick cat. I couldn't even take care of my cat. And I was in pain from being in bed for 6 weeks. So then I got myself up and I looked up antioxidants. It just popped in my head. And then I discovered that acai berry is really good to clean your blood. Acai berry is grown in the Amazon and they eat it every day. So I got some empty capsules and I learned how to get the organic powdered acai berry, ACAI berry. And I don't say it right, but I don't care. I say it the way I want to say it. So basically I say acai berry or something, whatever. And so anyways, I learned to make my own capsules, and after 3 days, I felt tremendous relief. Acai berry goes into your bloodstream, and it cleans out all of the dead blood cells. Blood cells will pile up in your bloodstream, and they do that in your heart, too, everywhere in your body. And there's no drainage. And this herb helps you, or this berry, helps you to clean out your blood. It does almost similar, same thing as elderberry, but it is very, very strong. The only highest antioxidant above it is cocoa, raw cocoa, and or chaga mushroom. I did that too. I drank chaga mushroom tea, and that really helped. Chaga mushroom tea has a lot of silica in it, and it's very good for your body. Anyways, by 2011, I was feeling better, but I still kept getting sick because I did not realize what was making me sick. What was making me sick was yeast and sugar in my products. So everything that is processed food attacks your body, attacks every cell in your body. And in order to keep your cells clean, you must eat clean foods, fruits, vegetables, medicine, herbal medicines, mushrooms, things in the woods. Anyways, I started doing these things, and then now I take about 15 supplements. But let me tell you, just going to the store and buying supplements is no bueno. You do not know where that product came from. You don't know what they put in the product when you buy it in a capsule form. And we heard that there was rat feces in them. So I don't do that. I order powdered organic stuff or I make my own. I take stinging nettle. I go out, I pick my own stinging nettle, I cut it up, I dry it, I powder it, and then I put it in my own capsules. And if I lived in the Amazon, I could do this with everything. Another important herb is camu berry, and it is grown in the Amazon. It grows in the river. It takes 4 years to make a berry, and it must be underwater to make berries. Camu berry has the highest vitamin C potential in it, and it has the highest vitamin B's, especially the ones that help with anxiety. A lot of people, when they get angry and frustrated, do not have enough vitamin B's in their system. When you drink a lot of alcohol, it strips that from your body. And I'm going to tell you, do not take any pills like vitamin C or anything made by a pharmaceutical, because those don't help you. They just make your sickness worse. But I went through this process for a long time before I discovered I was getting better, but not completely better. I had swollen glands for about 20 years. Normal. Doctors couldn't do anything for me. They just, well, we don't know how that's happening. So let me tell you, here's what I discovered. Sugar and yeast get into your body and they wreak havoc on your good probiotic bacteria. So your body is made out of mostly bacteria, and you have good bacteria in your tummy. And when you eat the sugar and the yeast, it creates bad bacteria bugs inside of your body, and it feeds them. It feeds them. So just one candy bar can make 1,000,000,000,000 new bugs. And so if you're eating sugar and drinking soda and it's compiling one on top of the other, you've probably got a mass amount of bugs. And say 20 years ahead of time, it's going to take you a long time to get rid of those. Here's what I found out. Kombucha. You make kombucha homemade. Double ferment it with dried fruit or fresh fruit. That really helps to put good probiotic strains into your body. But I really didn't get enough healing until I found kefir, homemade milk kefir. And you can order them from Donna's Cultured Foods. She is excellent. She explains it and everything. It's best to order them in the wintertime or fall because they're not guaranteed after 2 days. She sends it in a little bottle. So when you ferment the milk twice over a 48-hour period, then you take that and you drink it. But it's like buttermilk. It's a little bitter. So what I do is I put frozen organic strawberries that I have either picked or found in the store. They're very hard to find strawberries. It's all the way red. Do not eat white in the middle strawberries. You're pesticiding yourself. I put those in there and I blended up my little thing with the kefir, and it's a milkshake, and I drink it every day. Well, I can't afford to drink it every day now, but I don't need to because it's healed me. Kefir has 50 to 60 strains of probiotics, and what they do is they make the army of God. They go inside of your body and they fight all the other bacteria. You have a war going on in your body, and it takes years and years and years to fight this. And kefir is safe for animals. I've been giving my cat kefir. It's really helping him. Let's see. Anyways, I discovered all these things, and I keep trying to tell people, and people don't believe me because they go to the doctor. Can you go to the doctor and ask them to test your bacteria in your tummy? How much is left of good bacteria and what's bad bacteria? No. They will say that they only test bacteria to tell if you have an infection or not. Well, let me tell you, when I was sick with fibromyalgia, I had yeast infections almost every month. Every month. And I could only afford to go to Planned Parenthood, where you get treated like crap. They treat you so bad there. And you're a woman and you're supposed to be getting treated well. So I got really sick of that, and I was determined to find out what was causing my yeast infections. And it was because I had more than 90% bad bacteria and only 10% good bacteria. So I don't get those things anymore. But if you've watched my other video about the usnea and the turkey tail, that is an antibiotic that helps with yeast infections and everything. And I take it every day whether I have an infection or not, because it comes from God. You can't overdo it. It's safe. It's completely safe. It's been used for thousands of years. In fact, it was used by the Indians. It was used in the Civil War. It was used in World War II. And it will block the penicillin. And if you look at the double-blind studies compared usnea, USNEA, to penicillin, it works 300% times better than penicillin. So I won't take anything that they give me at the doctor. The doctors are just making money off of you. If they healed you, you would not come back. It's a revolving door. It's a wear. They're selling you wares. Look inside of yourself and heal your own self. Anyways, I'm going to get off of here, and I just wanted to tell you that it took me from 2009 to 2014 to get all of these toxins out of my system. One day, I woke up in 2014, and I just felt great, and I forgot I was even sick. It just went away. I forgot. And then like 6 months later, I went, oh yeah, I had a disease. So weird. But what happens is, I forgot one part. When the bad bacteria collect in your tummy, they start eating through your stomach lining, okay? And then when they get through, they dump into your bloodstream, and then they're in your bloodstream, and then they cause skin diseases, and they get out of your bloodstream, and they go into your flesh, and they colonize all over your body. That's why people have sores on their bodies. They are being colonized by bugs. The bacteria are living beings, just like you're a living being. And when you ignore it, you allow these living beings to invade and make your body their home. They invade your golden cells. Okay, now inside of our cells is violet with a crown. You want to keep your crown on. You need to get those bacteria out. So I'm going to get off of here because I had to delete all my photos just to do this. And it still says I'm at 80%. What is on my phone? I believe I'm getting hacked actively because I started this account. Anyways, I love y'all. Bye.